From our studios in New York, here again is Stone Phillips.
The role that made him famous was one of the most macho characters ever to hit the screen. But even Shaft would have been no match for the illness that struck actor Richard Roundtree. It's a disease most people think men can't get. They do. And this Hollywood star wants to make sure everyone knows it. Here's Rob Stafford with a Dateline People magazine exclusive.
He was the super cool Superman of the streets.
What I'm talking about, Sheriff?
Private Detective John Shaft broke down doors and broke industry barriers too.
Owns my black heart to see you so concerned about us minority folks.
Both the movie and the music became big hits in the 70s. And actor Richard Roundtree, now 57, became a star.
Put me on the map, number one. It has afforded me a long career because I've been cast largely in authoritative roles, which is a good thing.
Roundtree went on to make 2 more Shaft sequels, a television series, and 50 movies, most based on the ultra-cool attitude his fans had grown to expect.
Action, go!
But it turns out he wasn't only acting on camera, but off camera as well. For the past 7 years, Richard Roundtree has been hiding a secret. A secret that threatened his life, and he says, his career.
I was frightened, really frightened.
It all began in Costa Rica in September 1993. Roundtree was filming a movie and noticed something unusual while taking a shower at his hotel.
I noticed there's a little lump here. I don't think too much of it at that point.
It didn't go away, so when he returned to Los Angeles, he saw his doctor.
He said, "Richard, you have breast cancer." First of all, you know, you're kind of numb. But then you hear breast cancer.
Had you ever heard of male breast cancer before?
No, absolutely not. Breast cancer, solely, it was totally a female thing.
Roundtree suddenly faced an enemy tougher than any his character had fought on screen. Within days of the diagnosis, surgeons performed a radical mastectomy here at the Motion Picture and Television Hospital outside Los Angeles.
It was scary. Knowing that I was going to lose part of my body. They told me that it was going to be an incision under the nipple, and we'd go back to the lymph nodes, and depending upon what we find when we get back there, we'll clean it all out.
What was the lowest point?
When the bandages came off and seeing the scar.
Was it worse than you expected?
Yes. Yeah. I walk around with a t-shirt on and I can see that there's no pectoral muscle there whatsoever. So I have an inkling of what a woman must feel like. It's part of your body, it's gone.
And surgery was only the beginning. Roundtree says the worst was yet to come. 6 months of chemotherapy.
What was that like?
Just keeping stuff down is a major, major undertaking. And they put this cold compress on your head. And you sit there trying to keep a lid on it. And it's tough. And you got to go back for 6 months of that.
I look at you and I see the guy in the movies. And that guy in the movies is not a guy that shows any fear or any pain or anything.
There was no camera rolling here, baby.
In a world of lights and cameras where image is everything, Roundtree knew that if word got out about his breast cancer, about being sick, that would be bad for business.
That's a very frightening aspect of this whole thing. Career-wise, people who are hiring, they look at that and you go, oh, you had cancer. Well, you can't sign a 7-year contract.
So Roundtree hid his scars and went to work, knowing full well producers require physicals to make sure actors are healthy before they're hired.
When you went to fill out applications, what did you do? You lied.
Damn right I lied.
How did you pass the physical?
The exams for movies, I kind of compare them to the physical to join the football team. Is he walking?
But 2 years ago, the truth almost caught up with him. While guest starring on the show Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, the script called for a boxing scene, and Roundtree was supposed to fight without his shirt.
And I said, listen, could you, I really don't feel comfortable doing it that way. Is there any way possible that, we could come up with some kind of top? And to their credit, the wardrobe department did not press me on it. They said, well, we could work something out.
Roundtree told only his family and closest friends. They too were shocked. But Roundtree is not alone. 1 out of every 100 breast cancer cases is male. The American Cancer Society predicts 1,400 men will be diagnosed with breast cancer this year. They estimate 400 men will die from the disease.
Are you cured?
Yeah.
Cancer-free for almost 7 years now?
Yes.
You're home free?
Yes, indeed.
After 7 years, his doctors tell Roundtree the cancer is gone. Yes! Roundtree has a new outlook and a new movie. The new Shaft is out this June.
If it was me, I'd never come back.
Yeah, see, if there ever was a but what, that'd be it.
But these days, with the support of his family, Roundtree hopes to save more lives off-screen with detection than his character did on-screen. Free from illness and the fear of being found out, Roundtree says he now has the courage to go public about a cancer that most men don't know can strike them too.
If I had not gone in and passed it off like so many of us do, guys doing the man thing, it's nothing, it'll disappear, it'll go away. Had I not done that, I probably wouldn't be talking to you.
It's estimated that about 1% of breast cancer victims are men. You can read more about Richard Roundtree's battle against the disease in the new issue of People magazine.